Today, we will be talking about Saint Vincent Ferrer. He says in his prayer, God, you raised up Saint Vincent Ferrer, your priest, for a ministry of evangelical preaching, and grant that we may see him reigning in heaven, who, while on earth, proclaim the future judgment, is the patron saint of builders. So, Vincent was born at Valencia in Spain in 1830 at the age of 18. He was professed in the order of Saint Dominic. He became a doctor of sacred theology. He refused to accept any ecclesiastical dignities and devoted himself to missionary work. He preached in nearly every province of Spain. He preached also in France, Italy, Germany, Holland, England, Scotland, and Ireland. In France, and also the versions. He preached also in France, Italy, Germany, Holland, England, and Scotland, and Ireland. So numerous conversions followed his preaching, which God Himself assisted by the gift of miracles. He was even invited to Mohammedan Grenada, where he preached the gospel with much success. He is considered one of the most famous missionaries of the 14th century. Now, Vincent's outstanding virtues were humility and the spirit of prayer, which makes his work successful. And his motto was, whatever you do, think not of yourself, but of God. In the Spirit, he preached, and God spoke through him. Through the church was then divided by the great schism, and were two claimants to the papacy. The saint was honorably received by all. Wonderful missionary work lasted 27 years. He died on April 5, 1419. Oh, what a beautiful thing that he said. Whatever you do, think not of yourself, but of God. Yeah, you see not much of yourself. Yeah, don't see more of yourself. And then you should think that you should see others the eyes of God. Our next saint is Saint Leo the Great. Eternal Shepherd, look favorably upon your flock, guard by your continued protection, though Saint Leo, your supreme pontiff, whom you made the chief shepherd of the whole church. Leo Leo was born in Tuscany in Italy. He reigned as pope from 440 to 461. At this time, Attila, called the Scourge of God, with his hordes of with his hordes of Huns, invaded Italy. Having conquered the city of Aquileia, having conquered the city of Aquileia after 3-year siege, Attila marched toward Rome and moved with pity for the suffering people. Leo went out to meet him. Leo's pleading persuaded the invader to leave Rome untouched. Now, people wanted to know how the humble conduct of the Pope changed Attila's mind. Attila declared that Leo addressed him. He had become frightened at the sight of a person in priestly robes who stood nearby and bared sword, threatening his life should be disobey Leo's commands. Leo was devoted to Saint Peter. Could change Attila's mind. Later, when Genseric entered Rome, Leo's sanctity and eloquence again saved the city. Seeing the heresies was attacking the church, Leo called the Council of Chalcedon and condemned the church. Leo called the Council of Chalcedon and condemned them. The council exclaimed, "Peter has spoken by the mouth of Leo." The Holy Pontiff built many churches. He left many letters and writings of great historical value. Pope Saint Leo, surnamed the Great Doctor of the Church, died on August 11, 461. Let us go to the third, Saint Isidore of Seville. Saint Isidore, O God, for you gave Saint Isidore to your people as a minister of eternal salvation, grant that we who have had him as a teacher of life on earth may serve to have him as our advocate in heaven. Isidore was born at Cartagena, Spain. His two brothers, Leonor and Fulginius, both bishops, and his sister Florentina are saints. As a boy, Isidore was discouraged because he failed in his studies and he ran away from school. Later, he decided to go back and try again. With the help of God, he became one of the most learned men of his time. Isidore helped in converting the leader of the Arian party and delivered Spain from his heresy. Following a call from God, he became a hermit, even though his friends pleaded him. After his brother's death, he became the Archbishop of Seville. As a teacher, a ruler, founder, and reformer, he labored not only in his own diocese, but throughout Spain and even foreign countries. He presided at the Fourth Council of Toledo. Isidore wrote many books. He governed his diocese about 37 years. He died in Seville on April 4, 636, and within 16 years of death was declared a doctor of the church. Well, the basis of his being a doctor is because he became a hermit, and even though his friends pleaded him, after his brother's death, he became the Archbishop of Seville. As a teacher, ruler, founder, and reformer, he labored not only his diocese but throughout Spain, even in foreign countries. He presided at the Fourth Council of Toledo. That's why he was declared Doctor of the Church.